All right, yeah, I'm here. Don't worry. Pastor is here. Back from a bathroom break. The classic morning dump. All right, it's 9:26 a.m. and there's only one watch list stock. We've had plenty of time to read the disclaimer. So now it's time to jump into it here. Remember, as you're tuning in, hit the thumbs up and let's lock in. IVDA is the only thing that is looking interesting. So, that's the only stock really on the watch list, right? There are some higher price stocks that I didn't even bother to really check them out because sometimes the risk is just so difficult to manage with the wider spreads. I actually need to check the daily chart here. Let me pull it up quickly. IVDA. And we're currently at $1. The 200 EMA is at 194, and we've kind of had a bit of a double top. You could say 140 before the wash down, and now we're curling back up. So 140, 194. Those are two really nice targets if we can get there. 140 and 194. $194. I need to turn on my screen recording, by the way. Let's do that, and then we'll be ready to go. As usual, it's another day here where we have to look forward to building on a lot of the good things that we've been working on and taking it slow and steady, managing risk, right? Nothing more, nothing less. If this happens to be a stock where the setups are just not as clean, or if we are bucking the trend, we got to be careful. We got to manage. We got to, use appropriate size. If we need to size down early, take it slower. We need to make the best decision here as we go to give ourselves a good chance at ending green. So with about a minute to go, IVDA is the top stock that I'm watching out here today. Currently up 55% with a good amount of volume. 67 million shares of volume. 67 million shares. I gotta save my layout here again tomorrow. Well, today. I added some extra. I forgot to add some charts the first time I did it, but today I'll fix it up. Let's just come over here to Weeble. Weeble. All right. The first 5 minute candlestick to potentially make the new high, 07. So preferably some dips here early might be a little bit better. Really? Wow, wow. We're holding up one so far, which is good. Let me make sure there's nothing else. SGBX. Although that daily chart doesn't look good. I mean, we're still fighting at 101 here. First trade, not so good. SGBX. SGBX. Our first trade on IVDA wasn't so good. Okay. Are we rejecting '08 here? Can we hold up '08? This one is definitely going to be very slow, very steady, right? I'm thinking about how long I want to hold certain positions. The volume on the last two candlesticks on the one, really good. The main thing here is us holding up and just fighting over time. 5-minute candlestick still looks pretty healthy to continue over 13, so I want to give it a chance. And just hold these 2,000 shares to stop here at the support level. But I don't want to get out early 11 because, you know, we should be able to see 13, 14. And then retest the pre-market highs here. Oh, you son of a gun. Flattened my position there and it held up at the lows. That was a close one. It was more of a double bottom at the support there rather than a breakdown. Do I want to try to break out here? It's going to be a little bit more risky, but I'll try it. I'll take the 3 cents. Man, selling that trade early there. A little tough. But are we holding this new level though, or are we going to break down here? There's 15. Can we see 16, 17? I think what I'll do, like I have some hotkeys under control for smaller hotkeys. I think I'm gonna transfer them back over to Shift because it feels a little like unnatural going back and forth between the two when I can just have it as one button, you know, different keys, which I think is a little smoother. Throwing out a bit of an earlier order here. Tight stop though. It's a little early. Just in case we're able to hold up a little higher again. Ay, ay, ay. Feel like we had a bit of a slower start because we could have already made something here. We're still flat. And we had that bad first trade of a couple cents, so gotta step it up here. We haven't seen volume yet. I want to give it some time here. I can take something, but I can give it a little more time. Just holding a smaller position and watching for over 14, 15. Can we see it? Well, that's shit. That's pretty good. Can we sustain the move here though? Is the question. If we're gonna break over the pre-market highs, we can see 20, 22. So looking to just give this position here a chance. Are we breaking down? Try it again. Ah, it's rejecting that pre-market high level there, sadly. Dude, that's just such a good looking trade failing there. So we had shares at 12, 13, looking for the extra push to 15, 20. Just so I'll keep an eye here in case we get a red to green, but a good 2-3 cent bounce there from the bottom of the candlestick, not bad. So I'm gonna come back down to like 1500 and just watch right here to see if we do eventually start getting a red to green, unless something else is moving. 95. It looks like it's coming down hard, man. It will require you to be pretty sharp to go short because it's like the moment it breaks down that 12 level, there's no time really to get in. So close to giving an uptrend there over the pre-market high. So close. We had a small move there, right? From 05 to 18 over the last 5 minutes, but it was just about to get sweet. By the way, if you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. And if you're a new viewer, consider subscribing to the channel. What's the high of this candle? 04. I mean, it's just such a big move down that it's hard to say if it'll even try to recover here. Honestly, on like, what's the next stock moving up, you know? OSRH, how are we doing? If OSRH keeps fighting, you know, maybe there's something here. OSRH, I want to take some time to get in tune with the price action. Guys, don't forget to hit the thumbs up as you're tuning in. Hit the thumbs up. I'm going to throw out a starter. It definitely has a little more range than the other one, it seems like. I'm going to attempt to break out with small size. It's perking up a little bit, but not going to use size yet. Not quite. Jeez Louise, bro. Come on. We're looking really good and dropping there. And the dip is so tight. I'm gonna start building a position again. My fills was terrible right there. There's a spread though. There's a spread. That's why we're getting like a full 1 cent spread and some change. This one, you know, over the next 5 minutes, I'll see if it's like not good enough. I'll just stop because we can't afford to be getting terrible fills. Like 634 by 65 right there is just brutal. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. See that you know, high fill there again, a little slow to get in though. Jeez, bro. I'm gonna sell. I'm actually gonna sell the position. It could go, but it's just a botch trade from the beginning. The starter's high. We missed the dip. We basically got in like no lower average there. Just a botch trade. 61 and we don't even get to add a lower. It's miserable. Oh, watching the dip. And what a crazy trade. Should already be in the driver's seat here, you know? Just holding. There's a new candle here, so gotta be careful. Can we see some separation to 70 into the new candlestick here? That can maybe confirm another good uptrend. The stock could move way more than how it's moving right now, is what it seems. Damn it. Bro, to get the ad is like impossible. Anyhow, we'll still hold it and see what it does. It's like the same thing like the last trade, but I guess this one is not as worse. That one we dropped 5 cents. Do we have what it takes? Jeez, bro. Like, so my average is never going down in a trade ever. It's just staying the same average or going up when I'm trying to buy lower. The last one worked out. This one I'll just hold and see if it if it goes. I sold the other one like break even. Ah, man. I'm trying not to lose my mind here, as I would normally say. Still holding diamond hands and potentially looking to add back at the support if possible. I don't think I'll add on the breakout. It's an option, but it might be a little bit more tricky to do. Shit. Where's the fill? Yeah, KB. Okay, all right. I'm gonna add again and watch for over 73. Can we see over 73, 74 here for the continued move? We're pretty bullish. We should see it. I'm trying to check my average here. If I'm gonna add over 73, it should go. Like I'm not sure why it's like struggling. We should see 75 easily. Watching, watching, watching. Waiting, waiting, waiting. Damn, that was not it. That was not it. Damn it. Jeez, that was bad. What did I see there that made me buy? It could still be delayed because we're so bullish here, right? I think it's just like a delayed move. We should see something more here. And yesterday that dip worked out so well in those trades. Today it's stalling out on a move up. Do we need to retest the support again? Our 5-minute candlestick doesn't look good for that. Maybe going short. I don't know. People are maybe going short here. $71.2. Throwing out small positions, not trying to use size right here again because it just seems so iffy. The 1-minute candle to make the new high 72 area. Can we push through 72 and retest 73, 74? But if it gets through 73, we should see a good move. I'm gonna go for it. And damn, bro. Jeez Louise. That's brutal. Oh, holy fuck, I'm trading the bro. Oh no, I'm good. Oh, I thought I was going crazy. Why is it lagging so bad? Those fills were actually pretty good. Holy smokes. I should have lost way more, I think. Did I get lucky on like a half-cent tick? I thought I was trading the wrong stock for a second. I was about to go mad. Yeah, I think maybe short sellers are taking over or something because the 5-minute candlestick has a wick and we're struggling to go. We shouldn't have to pull back to 67 just to get this move here. I think it's going to be too much. It might come down hard. What is it going to be? What's it going to be? What is it going to be? I'm not touching it here. If it red to greens, I'll jump in there like on a move up, like a higher tick trade, but I think taking the bottom here is too risky. Yeah, I was going mad there for a little bit. Bro, if I was on the wrong stock, I would have like lost my mind literally. Then would have been a good excuse to go mad, right? It's fighting here still. We didn't flush down. So keeping an eye. Sticking to smaller size, just 2K size, really small size here. Not looking to take anything more than that for now. It's doing something that I'm not expecting, so, you know, proceeding with caution. But if it does red to green, I think it could be worth a trade. You know, it's like yesterday on the stock at $8, right? It's like a similar thing where we broke into the new range and we're like pulling back early. It could be strong pullback that continues up, but in the event that it's not, I want to not be in there and taking a bigger loss here. What is it going to be? If there's big buying, I'll jump in on the uptick. There's some buying, but you know, not that aggressive though. Uh, it's, and it's so slow to move that it's hard to tell if that buying was something or nothing. Okay, I'm gonna throw out the order, just 2,000 size. 1.5 cent stop. 68.6. This should go all the way to 74 is what it's telling me. We should see a move to 74. There's 72. So I only got small size, but you know, still good trade here. Taking a little something and watching 73, 74. Come on. We can do this. Now I feel good about trying to use size. Man, look how quick that is. Like I can't even buy. I can't even get a chance to buy the baby pullback. I gotta make sure it's not failing here. I'm gonna sending it here. and hoping and praying with a tight stop now. Can we see through 72, 73? Bro, I gotta change this hotkey. It's just too uncomfortable. It looks good. It looks good. It does look good. It just needs to give the move now is what it needs to do. KB, where are those bulls? Can we see a sweet move here? Can we see a sweet move? I'm willing to buy more. In fact, I want to take a bigger position if possible, but gotta be careful of the entry with the fills and the spreads. Come on, KB, push through here. Push through to the moon. Dang, it is fighting for its life. Yeah, okay. Still looks decent. I think it still looks decent. We still have a little bit of time to try. But it's gonna be tight here. If we hold, I'm gonna add. And where are those bulls? All right, reducing the risk. Yep, that was a good move. Damn, bro, they're just not able to break out. Back to 67 again at the VWAP. Like, there's no need for me to get frustrated, of course, but it's like the price action itself is like a little frustrating for what I'm picking up. It seems like it's telling me it's gonna break out here and then we're back down. So back to small size and maybe I try again. But in the next downtime, I'm gonna just fix the hotkeys. It shouldn't take more than 2 minutes. Ross finished up 930 in his main account. Headlines here. Day trade dash. And 930 for Ross is like a really slow day though, right? 930 for me on a day like this would be nice. It's how crazy the perspective. So VWAP is fighting. Again, I'm trying not to take the falling knife, so kind of waiting for the uptick trade, which also carries its own risk here. I'm gonna throw out an order of the 2K size. Not looking to risk too much here. Mm-mm-mm. I mean, this is not bad though, right? I mean, I'll take the small gain here for just the amount of size I'm using is like pretty good. For our base size, it's a little shy of 10 cents. Nice bounce right there. Trying it again on the uptick one more time. I gotta have my stop a little tighter than last time though. Like right here, if we can see through 70, should be pretty good. I'm gonna add. Can we see through 70 for a real move here? 70, 71, etc. Like our bottoming wick on the 5 looks pretty convincing. The curl up looks pretty convincing. Trying it again. Oh, wow, that was amazing. That was good. That was good. Now, can we continue though? I didn't buy back, but can we continue? Is the big question here. So trying again down near the lows paid off. Willing to buy here, depending on how it moves. We did make a new high. Will we be able to continue in an uptrend here for the next couple of candlesticks on the 1 minute? Holy smokes. Okay, I'm gonna take this dip. Holy mother of Lord. Jesus Christ. Bro, that is insane. Well, nobody could have seen that coming, right? After a new high? Come on, man. Dang, bro. Good thing I didn't have any size, right? The candlestick does not make any sense. We should have had this red candle here on the breakdown before the red to green. Instead, it comes after we make a new high where short sellers could maybe start getting panicky. Unless someone holding from like months ago just, hey, 1 million share market order or something. It's like you can't win, man. You can't win with these nonsense rug pulls. Yeah, I think taking, man, that's brutal, bro. That's basically all the gains there. From 500 to 160. I saw 68 and then I saw 68 and then 69. Okay, I'm gonna add, thinking we're gonna get a quick move back to 70, 71, but that was tough. I could have easily took size right there is the thing I'm thinking. Like I could have easily took, like 16,000 shares, 68, thinking that's gonna be good. And it's literally at 60 the next second. MNDR. Let's not linger on this one. And for me, I don't mind this type of move down, right? It's just that where it's happening, it's coming at a place where the stock is looking so bullish. We just had hive day volume on a green candlestick, or yeah, just about hive day volume. Really, it's heartbreaking to see that type of move down. So MNDR. Is this the next one up? Bro, we had the day in the driver's seat and getting slapped in the face. So this one here curled up through VWAP. Seems to have decent range. The pre-market high is around 538. Definitely looks like it has potential. But gotta be careful nevertheless. And then we're coming into this pivot here. The P&L, we're up $100 after all of that trading. And that is just, if the tick down on that dip was a little bit bigger, I wouldn't have added. I think I had 70 starter. Like literally right before the flush I bought. So MNDR pulling back here off of the high of 460. I can start throwing out some shares just to, just kind of see what it does. The VWAP is coming up here at 36. How's the 5-minute chart? It's kind of iffy with that last 5-minute candlestick. So probably gonna watch here and just keep it small. What's my average? I mean, I don't mind taking the $100, but just kind of giving this one a small size trade here to see. $100 a day can help build the confidence to one day. Yeah, it's not gonna rhyme. I'll just stop. Fair bounce out the VWAP here, actually. Fair bounce. Now, do I want to take this trade more aggressively? Maybe. If we're to get another chance, perhaps. Being that we're getting some good follow through. Highs are at 60, so can we break through the previous high? The next real resistance, 85 at the pivot from pre-market. Also want to pay attention for higher lows as well. Oh, we got a new high out of that. Not bad. There's 66, 67. 73. Wow, it's actually, I would not have expected this. We're actually filling gap to the resistance. I definitely want to keep an eye on it. I'm literally holding one share and just watching here. It's a good move up, being patient. Watching and waiting. Taking a small position here and looking to be patient. KB, where are those bulls? Sometimes I wonder if I should use like a quarter key, instead of a half key. Damn, bro. My hands are like feeling tired with the way how I'm pressing the hotkeys, but small pain for major gain. Do I want to try? Do I want to be even more aggressive here? There's risk, as usual, as always. The risk is real. Is it worth an? Is it worth adding high? This is a question I'm asking myself, but I don't know. I don't think so. Well, if it's gonna go immediately, yes. But if it's gonna linger, it could make me nervous in the trade. With a higher cost basis. So it's just tough to say. And I didn't add right there. I didn't add. It's gonna go right away, of course. Just slap me in the face. See, this is what trading is, right? Like those areas like that, it's like a 50-50. And you really want to be on the right side of it. And it's back down immediately. Look at that. We didn't make anything there in that push. It's back down right away. We keep getting sell-offs from great levels. We just made a new high. It's selling off. This is normally the place I'd be the most aggressive. It's like, hey, again, we're breaking out. I'm gonna add. Thing is right back down instantly. This is like not. It's not good. It's just like any chance of this trending up has just failed miserably. And now I have to wait for the red to green again, which might not work because of the aggression of the selling pressure. We're seeing like a vicious cycle today from these stocks. I didn't bother taking profits at 70 because the move was so strong, so immediate that I'm thinking 85, 90. And before I could even sell anything from the 400 shares, it's back down. Maybe again, someone from early just selling massive size up there. Because even going short seems kind of difficult to do after we're now breaking out like that. Maybe unless we just had orders sitting at 480, the resistance wasn't really that strong if we're to zoom out. It's just like a small pivot level from pre-market. This is not really like a super strong level to say, yeah, this is definitely going to sell off hard. That doesn't make any sense. So it's a day where we're seeing irrational, weaker moves to the downside. And as we know, the market can be irrational. Irrationally weak, irrationally strong. Well, I think maybe it's the place to call it. Two rough days, but 2 days, 2 decent days of bouncing back a little bit. It's not a great week P&L wise. I think we actually might be red after those two bigger days, but there's a lot of good things to take away from the week. We're definitely getting better with holding longer. We just have to continue to work on managing the risk on the days where the setups are a little bit more tough to take and the trend's not as obvious. If we can continue to work on minimizing those days and continue to gain more confidence around taking size on days where we're seeing, better moves, we're going to continue to take all the right steps to get to where we need to be here. So, another good day to add to the bucket. Good progress, slow and steady, one day at a time. And I can just feel myself still being, gaining a little more, even if it's baby steps, gaining a little bit more in the direction of progress. So very soon, very soon. I'm kind of excited to see how much we could do with this style of trading, though. I mean, it's going to take time, but not to get ahead of ourselves or anything. But when the days do come, how's it going to look, right? When we get so confident that we can just throw out 12,000 shares and not care, like in terms of fear, we're going to care about the risk, but in terms of fear, because you have the confidence, you're just going to still do it and be courageous. So, it's going to be interesting to see how it looks when the time is right. So, small green today, 160 and $98 between the two accounts that I used here today. We started off the day a little poorly. Like, is this setup worth it here? I don't know. We started off the day poorly, a little sluggish, a little slow, but we did get it going. Just a little sad to have taken that massive red candle on the other stock. The setup here is actually going to work out. Bit of a breakout trade there over 49. These stocks, bro. Well, it looks like it's still worth trading here. Damn it. It looks like it could retest 80. FOXX moving up. Definitely got to be careful here as we got a new candlestick on a bigger time frame. Big levels here if we're going to hold. Being careful, being patient. Don't want to rush it. I'll take me to 90 like you were supposed to the last time. Take me to the moon of 90. Take me to fulfill my dreams. I'm holding half. Take me. I'm still paper handsing because of the last drop, of course. Take me to fulfill my dreams, please, with the rest of the position. If it starts to move with real strength, it could be worth sizing up. But of course, there's still the risk of a big candlestick going down. Is that higher ad worth it still? Maybe. Maybe it could be because last time we did boost up like 15 cents, right? Guys, don't forget to hit the thumbs up if you're watching on YouTube. We do appreciate it. If you're a new viewer, consider subscribing to the channel. Oh, shoots, I didn't record my screen today. Damn it. Of course, I forgot something. Fast store needs to be better. Watching 70 here. I might add if it's really good. But it needs to be really good. There's a small seller of 18,068 or 66. Holy smokes, bro. Damn that seller. Just gets me out of the trade, and then we get the move up. Bro, I'm literally gonna go mad after that one right there. Come on. Man. Oh, that is brutal. Man, that is brutal. And then it's like a fake order too, because we didn't even see shares get filled. It just went. So the halt up is at 29, and we're now pushed through to 518 for highs. It's just so frustrating to not capture those moves, man. The ultimate slap in the face. The ultimate slap in the face. It's like if that seller doesn't come there, we're not selling that position for anything. Got to be careful of it breaking down here. I'm going to reduce the risk. Well, there's a 5. Dang, I didn't realize the candle ended already. Crap. Bro, if you're watching me trade, like if you're not trading and you're watching me trade, it's madness. Like it really is. It is. It's truly madness. Like how look at that trade right there. The good news is that the opportunity is here for the taking. Nobody ever said it was going to be easy. I'm out for a small loss after holding for like 50 seconds. And then literally the next 2-3 seconds we're up 50, we're up 10, 12 cents. Ah, man. Wow. So I must hold even longer and be a little bit more aware. If we had noticed the 5-minute candle had ended, we could have planned a little bit better for that trade. Oh, okay. All right, I'm done. I'm done on this day. I'll take my 120 bucks and run. I've seen enough. I'm done. Bro, freaking gonna go mad here. I know I shouldn't be saying it, but these close 50-50 areas. All right, it's been a good one. I think the biggest loss definitely came from the penny stock where we took the big red candle down. That took us from about 500 to plus 160 on the name. And we gave back everything on MNDR, plus 240 to flat. So, oh man, I'm done. I'm done on the day. That's it. Decent day though. All things considered, decent day. Not too bad. We did have some stocks pulling back in some stronger areas with some bigger red candles. Other than that, I think we traded all right. We did miss a few trades here and there. We did have the slower start, but ultimately still a day that I would rate at like a B. A B kind of a day, 85 average out of 100. That extra 5% is where we could really have like the exponential move on the day, coming in a little bit more sharp. And if you do end up getting a little bit of luck in terms of avoiding some drops, you could, have that better day. But all in all, decent. We'll take it. We'll smile. And this again, all of this is still at the end of the day, the profits right now, they don't matter. What matters is the process, because when we do get to the place of refinement that we need to be, the gains will become exponential very quickly, and our equity curve will start to just skyrocket, right? The saying of like making up for lost time, that will come. It's inevitable. That will come eventually. So just still have to enjoy these days. It's good practice, because ultimately, I am going to have days where I'm up 10K, 20K, and could end up finishing only up 5K, right? It's possible, right? You can end up taking a few bigger losses where you didn't expect it. You could miss a few trades. So it's still all, again, practice, improvements, and steps in the right direction. So we smile, we feel good about the day, and we take what we have, and we come back next time, and slowly and steadily. But with that being said, I am out like South plus 100 bucks, taking it. And hey, you know, in the perspective of trading for 2 hours, $50 an hour, there's still something there too, right? A silver lining in all of it. So take care, stay safe, stay green, trade the best, leave the rest. Keep your discipline, keep your composure. If you're going till 4 p.m., especially, I'm at a max frustration, you could say. So leaving out early. Stay safe, stay green.